Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Something definitely is happening around in Nigeria. Obviously Peter Obi have decided to set the records and others seem to be following, including unfortunately the ruling party. As we speak, campaign has begun in earnest. One would expect that the ruling party would concentrate on governance and allow those who are outside the governance to do their thing while they prove their point with powerful governance. But let's find out what's really going on. Of course, you're at the background, you're seeing the video playing, and the clip you're seeing at the background right now, which is actually shared by a concerned woman online, has a lot of stars. They were reportedly seen in the street of Maraba, a densely populated suburb of Abuja, addressing residents and encouraging support for Tinubu's re-election bid under All Progressive Congress. Now, according to the voiceover commentary accompanying this video, celebrities alleged handed out packets of biscuits and 500 naira note to children and bystanders as part of their outreach. Now, Sheyi Law, known for his vocal support of the APC and the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu during the 2023 election cycle, was clearly seen leading chants and interacting directly with the crowd. Now, Zach Orji is also another well-known face in Nollywood. He also stood by his side as both men praised the current administrations and their accomplishments and urged locals to remain loyal to Tinubu. Of course, you're going to see all the videos. However, the act has been met with widespread condemnation online. Many Nigerians expressed disappointment and anger, questioning why influential figures would resort to what some termed vote-buying tactics. This is 2025, for crying out loud. They're using vote-buying tactics with token gifts. Critics pointed out that giving 500 naira and biscuit to children amid widespread economic hardship paints a troubling picture of how political loyalty is being incentivized. Well, some persons are already screaming and shouting, "No go better for one and the Baba will send the owner." Which Baba send them? Some saying that them know the stone person for that place. Of course, they know the stone. We are Nigerians. Some saying, "Sheyi Law, please can you stop this right away?" Baba is already doing his campaign. My colleague is in the house. What do you make of this video? I think it's a bit disturbing. If you ask me personally, I think the president have all it takes really by delivering good governance to sway Nigerians back to him and not being carried away by whatever moves Peter Obi is making on every angle that's literally dragging him out. What do you make of this, please?
Well, I think that I would say is it's a move of fear. They are already very scared of the fact that Peter Obi is capturing the minds of Nigerians, and they just want to make sure that their boss, still gets back the position at the end of the day. Interestingly, Zach Orji himself had already gone out before now on social media. Oftentimes I see him expressing his gratitude to the current administration for some of the things that they have done. Though even some political analysts look at this current government as being more profitable to elites, but the common man on the street seems not to really feel their impact the way it should be. But for me, this is an act of desperation. It's really uncalled for at this time.
Honestly,
the president still have 2 years to be in power. I think the only way you can reply or the only way you can get to the people is by you putting on ground provable evidence that you should be re-elected.
yeah.
You reply this whole thing that is going on, the investigations and all of that, with successes, something that a man on the street will know that this is going on. You understand?
What do you mean by successes right now?
What I mean by success is sitting back to look at what are the key needs of the people. One of it that we know is that the cost of living is surging very well. What can I do to ameliorate this? That's number one. The second one is the issue of insecurity, shortage of food. These are the things you should target. Slow down on infrastructure. We have seen one or two things, especially in Abuja. Wiki is trying to do his own thing. But slow down on spending money on creating new roads and all of that. The old ones, which at least repay them. Because that one is already, I mean, this is the one that you should be doing to help the issue. Before you exit that position, make sure that at least one major refinery has been fixed. Maybe Kaduna refinery. Right now, they say the thing is they're about selling it. They want to privatize it and all of that. You know, ADC spokesperson talked about it. That they're thinking of privatizing it. And the whole thing is, come on, the money you guys got from
subsidy removal,
IMF, World Bank, and all of that, all those loans that you push into the repays of that thing. Can you give Nigerians forensic audit on this? Because these monies are meant to be paid by us and even our grandchildren. They've spread it for so long a time. Most of them won't even be alive when these things are being paid off. So all of that, at least you should be able to pick out something that will change the narrative of this country when it comes to the cost of living. Because I believe very well that this issue of cost of living we are crying every day is sequel to the removal of subsidy. Now that you have removed subsidy, why don't you concentrate on one of the refineries, fix it so well such that at the end of the day, whatever Nigeria is going to be using here, it will be produced by our refinery. You understand? When our refinery at the end of the day, it can be selling for 350, 400. From there, we know, we are heading somewhere. If you imagine you're reducing fuel to 400, the cost of living would just crash. We'll have value for our money. You know, get involved in public-private partnership in the area of cement and agriculture. Even public-private partnership in the area of insecurity. Possibly, if you bring in some experts who are well funded for them to look at this issue, or let me not say public-private partnership in that area. Let's look at kind of bilateral partnership with other countries, African countries, and see how ECOWAS can fight, because this threat of insecurity is not just hitting Nigeria alone. Niger is facing it, Burkina Faso, other countries are facing it. In your own little way, see how you guys can congregate together, fight that insecurity, because immediately insecurity is put to rest. People will go back to their farm. There will be enough to be supplied to Nigerians, and there will be enough to export. This is how to make revenue. Not every day you are going out. It therefore means you don't even have a manufacturing mindset. What you have is borrow, loan, borrow. Two ways of creating revenue for a government. Number one is by the taxes and also by, its exports and all of that. The second one is by borrowing. Borrowing should be the last resort. It's not every minute you are going to borrow. In every second you are going to borrow. What is going on with borrowing? And then cut down on cost of, governance. Those things are not really important. This is the simple way of you getting back to Nigerians that, hey, I need the next 4 years because I'm going to do something better. But the situation whereby everything you're doing revolves around this issue of borrowing, funding. They'll tell you it's happening here. You run to. It means you don't even have a blueprint. So I think that should be the advice than for them to dispatch themselves on the road and doing those things, giving somebody 500 naira. What would that? That is, for me, that's act of desperation, I would say.
All right, let's hope that the presidency gets to hear this. That's a good wrap it up. Let's meet in a conversation.